Welcome to the F1 Time Portal. Today, we're sharing our POV on the 2026 British Grand Prix. I'm your host, Luigi.
And I'm your other host, Rosa. So let's go. And today we have Nacho with us again. Hello, Nacho.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. Very excited about this one. And I reckon you can guess why I'm excited about talking about this race.
Yeah, you're excited because someone had a breakdown. That's what you're excited about. Yeah.
Okay, that's part of it. But no, someone had to do a really good qualifying and someone had to be there to take advantage of someone else's breakdown. Correct.
Okay.
So, yes.
Well, we've started with the end, which is pretty okay, but should we start with the beginning?
Okay. Beginning. Sprint. Yeah. Sprint race? Sprint, yeah.
Yeah, unless we had anything to say about sprint qualifying, any comments from anyone?
Nah, it was pretty standard.
Yeah.
The McLarens were a bit nowhere, weren't they? Like, who did good in sprint qualifying? It was Hamilton.
Hamilton got pole.
Yes,
which is pretty good.
Pole. And at this stage of the weekend, I was, the words of you and Andrew were ringing in my ears, Luigi, about how Hamilton was now going to be the number one driver in Ferrari. And all the efforts was going to be put behind Hamilton. And Leclerc was nowhere in that qualifying. He was nowhere. I think he finished like fifth or something.
He was fourth in the sprint qualifying, yeah.
Yeah, but it was bad. It was hard for him to get to that point. So, yes. And then obviously the McLarens were nowhere. And it was really Mercedes and Ferrari head to head, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
what about you, Nacho? You had any thoughts there?
I mean, for the Ferrari top driver and so on, did you see Hamilton's comment? It's like, yeah, Leclerc was better than me in the race and so on, but I've changed Ferrari's way of working, and he's basically copying my setup, which I can believe.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I hate to say it, I don't even think Leclerc really was better than Hamilton. I think Hamilton was just hard done by with that penalty. I think if that 5-second penalty wasn't given to him, I don't think Hamilton would have won.
No, well, hang on a minute. I think Leclerc out-qualified him fair and square.
Yeah, but out-qualifying somebody nowadays is not as important like it was before.
Nacho.
Before,
I think you're onto something.
Look, come on.
Just look at the last couple of races, except for the George one, but in general, the pole position it's not a slam dunk win anymore.
Well, don't forget the 5-race winning streak that Antonelli got. He lost. I mean, okay, he got pole each time, nearly, except once, I think. But he lost 19 places in total over those fast races at the end of each first lap. So he could have started 5th or 6th and won the race, which he did do.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But over 1 lap speed, which we're still counting as beating your teammate, Leclerc had it over Hamilton. I probably agree with you, Nacho. The cars now do this, what are we calling it? I don't know, where you overtake all the time. Yeah, the yo-yo overtaking. So you're right. It probably doesn't mean as much, but I think it does mean a lot to Charlie. I think he does rely on his 1 lap speed as something that he can hold over his teammate.
Away. Well, I was just going to mention one quick thing about the sprint qualifying was how the two Hasses are going at an SQ1. And don't forget, at the beginning of the year, it's like, and I did hear that Haas is the only team that is not spending up to the cap. So it's really sad because Behrman was looking like a star, coming 5th and stuff. And now he's out in SQ1 and looking like he's got no hope. And Ocon is just fading so fast.
They just haven't spent the development on development, have they? They fronted up with a really strong car, but they just haven't kept up with the development as the other teams have.
They would be racing bulls right now if they just held on.
Yes. Yeah. And the other one was the Williams.
Yeah.
They're just nowhere as well. I know they started the season on the back foot and they had a lot of issues, but they're nowhere as well. I mean, I feel sorry for Science. Science is just disappearing into obscurity now, isn't he?
Yeah. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad to see a driver that's pretty decent start to just disappear.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel that way with Bottas or not?
I didn't even realize Bottas was in any of these races.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that is brutal.
I don't think he got 1 second of TV time in the whole weekend.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah,
but
anyway, so sprint qualifying.
You say Williams is nowhere, but then where does that put the Cadillacs, and where does that put Aston Martin is in a black hole, basically.
Yes.
A supermassive black hole.
I'm expecting Aston Martin to get podiums this year because I think they're coming out with an all-new car after the summer break. They're going to
McLaren.
They're basically going to copy-paste the Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull car.
Yes.
With new his mind. And I think they're going to have a pretty much new car in a few races' time.
They have to.
McLaren.
Otherwise, they may as well get dropped down to F2.
Yeah.
So, sprint qualifying. And then the actual sprint race, that was pretty exciting, Louis.
It was like old school racing. Or when I say old school, early 2026.
Yeah.
Zigzaggy. What was the term used? Yo-yo racing.
Yo-yo, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first 5 laps were insane. Were probably the best 5 laps in the last 5 years of Formula One or something like this.
Yeah, that's a big call, but I'm going to back you up, Nacho. I agree. It was really intense racing, and it was really good. Max was amazing. The battles between Hamilton and was it Antonelli? Can't remember now. It was Antonelli.
It was those two, only for a short time, but
a short time. Yeah, no, it was really good.
Russell looking out of it. Even he can't even play that game anymore. He was playing the yo-yo game well at the start of the year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And now he can't even play yo-yo anymore. It's like he used to do the tricks, and now he doesn't do the tricks anymore.
No. No.
Yeah.
How must he have felt with Kimi Antonelli winning the first sprint race at Silverstone since 2021? Surely he thought that was his, right?
Well, he qualified 5th. So, and Antonelli qualified 2nd. So, Russell was probably at best hoping for a podium. It's not many laps, but it was really zigzaggy. Even Verstappen was up to 2nd place at some points in that sprint race.
Yes.
And I thought, I did think to myself, and I proved to be proven not right, we're going to have an exciting first 10 laps in the British Grand Prix itself.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I was like, where did it go? Aren't they meant to be doing the risky stuff in the race and the less risky stuff in the sprint?
I thought the same thing.
What happened?
Yeah, what were they doing? Was it tyre conservation? Was it more fuel? I don't know. What was it? It was very pedestrian.
The start of the race, you mean? But Norris in the sprint race, did you know Norris was running out of fuel?
Yes.
Yeah,
I did hear that.
It wasn't fuel then, was it? Not for him anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yes. Okay.
It was fun to watch, but I'm still not a big fan of sprint race and sprint qualifying. I would rather
much better than practice. Much better. At least you get the 5 most exciting laps of the last 5 years. You got it in a sprint.
But you know what, Nacho? I think I'm as much as lots of people are not a fan of this, I don't mind reverse grid for sprint qualifying. Just make it crazy. Make bloody Aston Martin first and second, Cadillac third and fourth. Then you'll see overlapping. You'll see passing and frantic passing.
I still understand how that works because, like, why would you even try qualifying fast with a reverse grid order?
That's right. You just qualify last and then get put up to the top of the grid.
No, well, you know what? They wouldn't have what we have. I think it's silly to have sprint qualifying and qualifying. You just have one qualifying. The qualifying in the race is where you start. And the sprint race is a reverse of that. So you're still busting your gut because the points are there on the table in the race. Then you have Aston Martin and Cadillac leading the way.
They do that in some formulas, don't they? Still, the reverse grid. They used to do it.
Look, because the reason why I'm all for it is not because I want Mickey Mouse racing, but the sprint race is Mickey Mouse racing. So make it all the way Mickey Mouse. Don't do half Mickey Mouse. Don't make us watch 2 qualifying sessions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you know which one really counts and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, that's all I've got. That's all I have to say.
But it's fun to both watch. Count. Like, look at Kimi now. He's like, oh, thank God I got the 8 points in the sprint.
Yeah. Yes.
Imagine the deficit if not.
No.
Yeah, because George has closed right up, hasn't he?
He has. Well, let's talk about qualifying proper then.
Yeah.
One thing I need to talk about, Luigi, which I think we're all going to be very sad about, is that Stroll out-qualified Alonso.
I know. It's like,
again. This is the second time this year, I think.
Alonso is washed.
Is he just not trying? I mean, he's probably like, why bother? I'm waiting for this new car to come. I don't know.
Well,
I thought there was... Weren't you saying that they were in talks with the Alpine?
Yes, they were talking to Alpine. Yeah, but why would he go back to Alpine?
Why? It makes no sense. No sense.
No, it makes no sense at all. I think there are some rumours. That was mixed up with the rumour that Oscar was talking to Mercedes. No. Where did it?
Red Bull.
Oscar was going to go to Red Bull. Max was talking to Mercedes. Like, why would Max go to Mercedes? And they would not have Max and Antonelli together. They wouldn't put Max.
That would be very interesting.
Oh my God!
It would change it would change one of their reputations very quickly.
Yes.
Their friendship.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they would definitely hit each other.
And
I'm qualifying? Hadjar out-qualified Verstappen. It wasn't that fascinating.
Yes.
He was 5th and Verstappen was 7th.
Hadjar was first on SQ2, I think, or
SQ3. Yes. Yeah.
He certainly faded in the race though. He had a terrible start. Next thing I saw, he was like 12th or 13th, and I was like, Hadjar, this was your one opportunity. Because I think I heard one of the commentators on TV saying it's been 40-something races since a Red Bull driver was on the podium that was not Max.
Wow.
Like some really long time. I don't remember what the number was. And I thought, Hadjar, this is obviously with Monaco, the race podium taken away from him.
Yeah.
And he looked like he could have got a podium at this race. So that was before the race start, I mean.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And as I said, Leclerc out-qualified Hamilton. Russell again struggled, was really nowhere until Q3 did something. But really struggled. Like, did he have to pit in was it in Q1? He had to pit for repairs?
Because he went off on the gravel, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was lucky to get through. Lucky to get out of the gravel trap.
That's right. And he had to have a nose cone changed and so he went off.
And his Q3 time was about 0.3 behind Antonelli. That's a decent amount. That's pretty decent.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
and Hamilton was doing really well. Except third Q3, he just fell off again. Like, he was lucky to make it into third, I thought.
Yeah. Oh, they had Leclerc, for credit to Leclerc, I'm just having a look at the 3 qualifying, the Q1, 2 and 3. Leclerc was ahead of him every time.
Every time,
by
yes.
about 0.1 or 0.2 of a second.
Yeah.
So
I think
but
between
don't forget
sprint race...
Last year, Hamilton was like half a second behind Leclerc. Remember, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was. That's when we really thought he was washed. Yeah, I think between the sprint race and qualifying, Clerk found some feeling in the car that he was comfortable with, I think.
Yeah.
And he started to show some of his old speed and, racing skills.
And poor McLaren just fading away. Like, okay, Norris got podium in the sprint race, but just all qualifying, sprint qualifying 6th, 7th, actual qualifying 6th, 8th. Just like they've really slipped, haven't they? These regs have not worked in their favour.
No. And I really feel bad for Piastri, because I still harbour belief that championship last year should have been Piastri's. I think the fact, anyway, as I've said to you, the fact that team was not fully behind him totally affected the last part of the season's racing for him. And now he's got to wait through this whole formula for McLaren to get with the pro. And we know that's not going to happen. Like, you're not going to improve that much now. They're not going to improve that much to be the fastest. Usually the teams that start off fast end up the fastest because they keep developing and it's hard to catch up. So he's got 5 years to wait.
Well, I was curious about how rules can be changed, and I'm going to refer to another support. I don't know much about the detail, but I was told about this from a third party that in the World Cup happens to be going on right now in 2026 as we record this POV episode. That American soccer player who got a red card, and they overturned the 2-match ban or something.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, FIFA is
corruption at the highest level.
So if FIFA can do it, why can't they?
Oh my God. FIFA's doing it because Nacho said it, because they're the most corrupt sporting organisation in the world.
Yeah.
Very closely followed by the FIFA. But anyway.
Yeah.
No, surely they can't do that. That's not going to happen.
Let's face it. Let's pretend that Audi was completely and utterly in the doldrums and sitting like 4 seconds or 5 seconds off the pace, the back of the grid. Who's to say that the FIA is not going to do some sort of sweetheart thing like wiping off the two-game penalty of a red card? They'll do something to help their mate Audi so that Audi doesn't look bad. I'm just saying.
All right, well, we'll watch that space, but it's going to be highly irregular. I mean, Aston Martin are 2 seconds behind the pace at the moment.
But they're rich and they don't have they're not a I mean, they're pretending to be a car company, but they're not really a car company. Do you know what I mean?
They're a bring your son to work day organisation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the race, we haven't even talked about the race yet, have we?
No, so much to talk about.
So what comments do we have here?
I just want to say something to just get it off my chest because it's been killing me all day.
Yeah.
Right.
I never thought I was gonna be like a F1 fanboy of somebody. In all my F1, my 3-4 years of watching F1, I didn't care who won as long as Lando Norris didn't win. Nah,
and you have to give a reason for that for people listening. Why not?
I just can't see him. I don't know. I don't have feeling with Lando,
Okay, no feeling. Okay,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay.
But now, I became a Kimi Antonelli fan.
Yeah.
And just because he's just so good. He's every single race except maybe the first one. He's been faster than George. Every single race.
Yeah.
He should be winning this championship by, I don't know,
heaps.
Another 100 points.
Yeah.
How much bad luck?
He could have won every race this year except Melbourne.
Yeah.
He should have won every race.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh no, like how much, like this race, it was a slam dunk he was going to win.
It was a slam dunk. I agree with you, Nacho.
Dunk.
Yeah.
Even Charles says it on the radio. It's like, it's not looking good for me.
No, that's right. I think everyone was resigned to the fact that in those last 5 laps of that race, Antonelli was going to overtake Charles and just burn to the finish line.
You've become a full-on fanboy now, have you?
Yeah, and I don't like it.
Oh, see, now you know how I feel. But I've got struggles now. I've got Charlie and Kimi.
There you go.
You like
It's
both
very
of them.
difficult. I like both of them now.
But I mean, I have to ask you a question, Rosa.
Yes.
What was that sound that Leclerc made after the win?
What was that, Luigi?
I know.
It was awful.
I mean, was it must have been primal relief of stress. All that stress. And it came out like, or something like that, right?
It was awful. Yes, I didn't like that at all. No, that was terrible. But, yeah, it was relief, I think, because, yeah, if Kimi's car hadn't... What happened to Kimi's car? Does anyone actually know?
Well, I mean, they said that during the race, it was that left wheel rim something.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't bothered reading. Whatever it was, it stopped him from getting points.
A hardware component of the suspension / wheel broke is what I'm understanding.
Was it ridiculous that 5-second penalty was given to him? Because the rule is
totally ridiculous.
If you go off track and gain an advantage, that's 101. I don't understand why Formula One has these massive anomalies in their application of the rule.
It's just blind following of the letter of the law without actually taking into account context and reason. It was ridiculous. He was struggling to keep that car on the track. You don't get a 5-second penalty for track limits.
Well, I mean, I'll go so far as saying this. If a driver wanted to push that rule to the limit of where it goes, make the Formula One car semi-off-road. You go off the road once and you drive the whole lap on the outside and maybe cut halfway across the middle of the track and you pop back out, 1 penalty, and you've cut half a lap out. I mean, I'm just taking it to the extreme, of course, but technically, where do you draw the line if it's going to be when a car's damaged?
Yeah.
That was silly. That was really silly.
It was very silly. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't get another penalty for driving a car in an unsafe condition or something.
Yeah. But it wasn't dangerous enough that, I mean, I guess we don't know if his wheel was going to fly off or something, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
We don't know, but nowadays any kind of damage to the car gets called quickly, like you get black flagged very quickly. So
but you couldn't see it. It wasn't something that was going to fly off or...
No, that's right. But I don't know, could his wheel have exploded, Nacho? Could he have careened into another driver because his steering went? Like, I don't think that actually
look at George. George, they told him pit. He didn't pit.
He didn't pit.
He kept fighting with both Lewis and he got 0 penalty for that.
That's right. Exactly. Wasn't that funny, just on Russell, wasn't that funny the battles that Russell and Verstappen had just before each of them went into the pits?
Yeah,
they wanted to screw each other over, you know? It was great.
I thought that was so funny.
It was for the sake of it. That was all it was.
Oh, it was ego. It was pure ego. It was pure ego and pure, I'm going to mess with you. I'm going to overtake you and then I'm going to peel off into the pits. So Max did it first and then Russell did it back to him. Yeah. I thought that was very funny.
I can see that because you want to send them a message. Yeah. Because when we start fighting at the end of the race, you'll know that I got you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You're going to be scared.
I got you back. Yeah, that's right. I thought that was hilarious.
I was going to say one thing that's off topic. It's before the start of the race. And I was going to ask, Rosa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And Nacho, you've heard me complain about it lots of times. They were bragging about the 564,000 people that attended the Silverstone race. Now, Rosa, you and I were at the Melbourne Grand Prix in 25, and what was it, 480? 490?
Yeah, 480.
It was a pretty tough experience as an attendee.
Yes,
and I'd love to know if any people listening to this podcast can send us a message. What was it like being at Silverstone with 564,000? A bigger track, got camping. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. I don't know. I'd like to know what those toilets were like.
Yes.
Look, anyway, I just wanted, because it's the biggest ever crowd in Formula One history.
Yes, I know. I shudder to think. Look, it is probably a better designed track than Melbourne, because Melbourne is like just the way the track is, and the facilities don't make it easy to move around at Melbourne. You're going through bridges all the time. It's awful. And the facilities
had a good time last year.
Yeah, you were in the special VIP area.
No, I wasn't.
Nacho.
No, I was there for 10 minutes.
Nacho, ask me the question. Nacho, did you go in Paddock Club? Yes, no?
Yes, for 10 minutes.
I rest my case. I rest my case, Your Honour.
Exactly. Look, it's crazy the amount of people that are going to F1 these days, but it's good. It's good for the sport, I guess. But they need, like the Japanese Grand Prix that we went to, how many people went to that? It was like 300 or 200 and something.
It was a lot better.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah. Awesome views, awesome panoramic views of the track, because you had the height.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the race.
Anyway, back to the race. So there was a lot of luck happening in this race, wasn't there? There was like lots of bad luck. So George had a lot of bad luck at the beginning with his slow puncture, and then his luck turned into good luck at the end when he he didn't pit under the safety car.
Yeah.
And Hamilton did, and then they didn't restart and they finished behind the safety car. So that was very good luck for George, and he ended up finishing second.
And he wasn't happy.
Do you think Lewis was like, Michael Massey, you screwed me over again?
That's right. It was the comparisons with 2021 Abu Dhabi were like immediate for me, immediately. But unlike Hamilton in 2021, it worked out for George, but it didn't work out for Hamilton, because Hamilton didn't pit back in 21 and he got screwed over because they restarted the race.
Well, can I ask a question? I don't want to go through the trauma of 2021. I don't.
You say this every time, Luigi.
But I do want to ask, should Hamilton have pitted when the safety car was out? I immediately thought no. Why would you? He had comparatively fresher tyres, and he was giving up track position to George. So he relied on the race restarting.
I think he relied on the race restarting. Well, he was probably making up for the fact he got burnt last time this happened, where he didn't pit and the race restarted and he had old tyres and everyone around him had new tyres. So, look, the fact that, I don't know, I think he probably thought that Russell would have pitted. Like, why wouldn't you pit?
Because the safety car will end the race.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this is the thing where it's weird. They didn't know. No. They didn't know if it was going to come out or not. And there was no reason for it to stay out that last lap, was it?
No, has anyone heard why? Because we got told that the safety car was ending and that they were going to come in in lap 51.
An error in the system or something like this.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, you reckon I think they just changed their mind and didn't want to have a one lap frenzy.
No, they love that sort of stuff. There would have been some technical reason, some quality control person.
Don't get me wrong. Like, all of them said they had stone cold tyres because the safety car was only doing like 100 kilometres an hour or something.
Yeah.
So, even Charles said, I was really worried about a restart. My tyres were stone cold. Who knows, So don't get me wrong. I, for one, am glad about the result. It's just the way that it came about was a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, Luigi.
It says software error.
It was a software error.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm not I seem to be the only one that feels this way, but I'm not against a race finishing behind a safety car if it's what naturally was going to happen because of the lap limitation. I don't think you should fabricate a sprint at the end just to tick a box of people saying, "Oh, I saw a race to the finish line." You saw, let's say it was a 52-lap race, I think. You saw 48 laps of racing.
It doesn't matter.
It's not like you didn't see any racing.
Yeah, but there was so much that could have happened in that last lap. We had Hamilton on fresh tyres, George on really old tyres. We had Leclerc trying to keep the lead. Who knows? Like, I think a lot could have happened in that last lap.
I think Hamilton probably would have won the race.
Here.
You agree with Luigi, Nacho?
I just feel like it takes away from the whole race. All the effort, the team, the drivers, the tactics,
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you have this safety car in the last minute, and whoever is first always gets screwed.
Yes.
Because they can't pit, right? In general. So then you're just really heavily penalizing the guy or the team that did the right things to win the race, right?
Or to be in the lead.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie pitted. He pitted behind the safety car, so he had fresh
that's
tyres.
That's the first time I've seen that in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you talking about the end of the race? Did he pit the end of the race?
Yeah, he did.
I must have missed that. I must have had a bit.
Softs.
Oh, that's right. He had enough of a lead to do it and come out in front.
He had a 25-second lead over Hamilton at the time. Yeah. So he had enough time to pit, and they put softs on him.
Yeah.
I get what you mean, but yeah, I don't know. It would have been exciting. Well,
can I ask? What was curious to me was there were some other aspects of the race that I was intrigued by, like lap 42. That's when Antonelli pitted. He got to lap 42 on his opening medium, so he was driving really well. It's a 52-lap race. Why did he go out on hards? Why didn't he go on softs?
I agree,
laps.
Louis. I asked the same thing.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah. No. Neither do I.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious because I was just like,
maybe they didn't have
armchair people. Maybe they didn't have any
maybe
fresh
they didn't
softs.
Maybe they didn't have any.
Yes, because
maybe
they used them
for
sprints. For the sprint, they used the soft.
Yeah. Let's use the soft for the sprint qualifying. Yeah, so maybe they just didn't have them.
And that leads me to the end of the race change. So now that you've reminded me, because I obviously wrote down this note and I forgot that I wrote this note down. But with the safety car, why did Ferrari pit both their cars? When you've got two drivers that can take advantage of either way this thing could spin, yes, there could be accusations of bias and, you favoritized Hamilton or whatever it was. But why did they pit both? They could have left Hamilton out and to take advantage. But by pitting both, it guaranteed them missing out or snagging a win that maybe they shouldn't have got, which they ended up snagging the win that they maybe shouldn't have got. But you get what I mean? It's like I was surprised that they brought them both in when there were so few laps to go. I just think they should have pitted Hamilton. I'm still struggling with that. Even though you're saying they learned from last time, but every situation's different. It's not the same.
Every situation is different, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it made sense to pit Charlie because he had the time in hand.
Yeah.
And they probably would have banked on the drivers behind him pitting, like George and who else was up there? I can't even remember.
Yeah, it was Hamilton.
Norris?
Norris ended up finishing fourth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So if you can, and Nacho's right, usually the lead driver doesn't have the opportunity to pit.
Yeah, but he had the gap.
He had the gap. That's right. Because track position, you want to save your track position.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, and then poor Max, he had bad luck. He was driving so well. I really enjoyed Max's driving this race.
Yeah.
His wheel-to-wheel, his aggression, his overtaking. It was really good.
In the sprint race and the race. Why did we see the yo-yoing stop completely in the race? Mostly stop. We saw some good passes, but we didn't see the yo-yoing of the sprint race. So where did that go and why did it go? It was a little bit.
Hamilton
and Max. Was it Max?
Did a bit.
No, it wasn't George at the beginning,
or was it George?
Yeah,
yes.
Hamilton and Russell were battling.
Yeah. Hamilton and George had a bit of a yo-yo for a couple of laps.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Until Hamilton managed to stick it.
Yes. Yep.
I don't know.
But what happens
when...
when...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they were always going to have trouble with their battery charging in this race, weren't they? Because they had like this massive, big, long straight, and they weren't going to be able to...
There's not enough heavy braking on this track.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm annoyed with the F1 footage because they've stopped showing us all that halo information, because that showed us the batteries and this and that. It's like they don't want us to see anymore. They want us to forget that there's batteries.
Yes.
And the thing about these new regs, which I do like, is, yes, it seems to be a bit complicated how they do use their power deployment, because they have to decelerate for certain corners to recharge, and then but at least the driver can choose when and where to deploy. That's what I like. I don't like how they get the power, but I like how they choose to deploy. But the thing that confused me was why it was so much more deploying in unusual situations in the sprint race than the actual race. Is it because they're preserving and conserving? And I don't know. It just, you get what I mean?
Know.
Like Nacho said, that first 5 or 6 laps of the sprint race was, you didn't know where to look.
I just think it's because they had less fuel on board, Louis. They only had 17 laps of fuel on board, whereas in the race they had 50. So they're lighter.
So they're more lighter and nimble, and okay, that's a fair argument.
Yeah, that's what I put it down
also,
to.
On a sprint, there's not many chances to win the race or get points, right? So the first few laps really kind of determine everything in a sprint, because if you get the lead, then, or if you go up, then it's just quite hard to overtake. There's no pit stops. There's mostly no virtual safety cars. So there's way less opportunities to overtake.
Yeah.
So you might as well just do it at the beginning, just give it all and then...
Yeah. So poor Max, his wing had an issue, do you think? I think I read somewhere that it closed late or something, and there was no downforce around that corner, and he just lost it. And he was not happy, was he? He was like, there was lots of bleeped out words in his comment.
Quitting F1, and maybe that will solve all the issues, because if Max quits F1, then there'll be a spot for whoever wants to, for George.
I think George, I can't see George going to Red Bull sort of ever, because he's seen, it wasn't just Max and him having their tiffs. It was also the Red Bull teams having attacks at George. And so it's in the DNA to not like George and George not to like them. So it'd be funny if he ended up there. But then we've also seen Fernando Alonso go back to McLaren. We've seen that too. So anything can happen. Yeah.
I was really looking forward to Max being in the last parts of that race, because I thought he would have really, challenged a few. Because he was 4th or something when he spun out. He was 3rd. Yeah. So, that was a bit sad. And the other person I felt bad for, and I don't think this was his fault, was Piastri. I think he tangled with someone at the beginning of the race. I think it might have been Lawson, maybe. And his race was completely ruined from the first corner.
Yeah, I mean, he finished 11th amazingly.
I know.
He was like creeping up slowly.
Yes.
But I mean, but just special call-outs to, like, obviously with Piastri having that issue.
You mean 6th? Oscar?
No, Piastri finished 11th.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the results. I'm looking at the wrong race. I'm looking at Belgium. Oh.
No,
he still finished 11th.
That's fine. Yes, he still finished 11th.
That's the next race.
Yeah,
Belgium's the next race. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. No, he
finished
11th.
You know who finished ahead of Piastri? Colapinto.
Yeah. I mean,
are you fanboying over him too?
No,
he
but
doesn't like
us
Colapinto.
Argentinians, we back whoever is out there,
Yeah, okay.
No, Nacho, you've been attacking Colapinto for a while now. You can't celebrate him now.
I'm changing. I'm slowly changing my mind.
Okay.
Oh, is he the one that had the off in qualifying? Did he go skating across?
No, that was George, wasn't?
George was.
No, I thought it was Colapinto.
George had an off.
He did. I think Colapinto had a spin as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Anyway.
But I was going to call out, Lawson came 6th. That's like his 6 points finish in a row.
Yes.
Lindblad, 7th, I think is a star.
Yes.
And Bortoletto getting 8th. Poor Hulkenberg.
Yes.
He qualified 13th. Bortoletto was 11th. So Bortoletto is looking pretty solid too. So we've got a lot of these young drivers that are just snapping at the heels and taking a lot of those top 10 points. Like, you have to think of from 6th to 10th was no team from the top 4.
Yes.
That's saying a lot for these teams that are coming through. So, so Audi doing really well, and I feel sorry for Hulkenberg, who hasn't got any points for them yet, but he's been up there the whole time. So it wouldn't surprise me if Bortoletto is just doing his best to stay ahead of Hulkenberg, and therefore he's getting points. Yeah. That's my theory anyway.
And the other funny thing at the end of the race was that Stroll got 5-second penalties for track limits. And
21 times he did track limits.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's a record, I'm sure.
I said to Richard as we were watching it, how do you go outside of the track when you're going F2 speed? Like, what?
Yeah.
You're driving the slowest. You're the slowest car on the track, and you can't keep it on the track. What is going on there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's some sponsors need to speak to Lawrence Stroll.
Yes.
And say our brand is being damaged.
Yeah.
Until that happens, who's going to tell him? I'll tell him. You put me in front of Lawrence Stroll. I'll tell him.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never going to buy an Aston Martin. And he's going to look at you and he's like, you will never be able to buy an Aston Martin.
Yeah, the only way I can do it is if I get a whole gang of people to kit me up in the most expensive outfit and shoes, I've got to look like I'm a billionaire.
You've got to look the part. That's right. Exactly.
And then say, I'm never going to buy an Aston Martin. Then he might listen to me.
Yeah, and then you'll get on your shitty car.
My Skoda.
So, the championship, we've got, Antonelli, and Russell's gone, right up, isn't he? He's only like 25 points.
I don't want to
He's one race win from equaling.
Yeah. Russell wasn't very happy after this race, despite coming second. He's not feeling it. He's really not. And he
knows Antonelli has his number.
Antonelli is owning him. That's right.
It must feel awful to know you're doing your best and you're half a second to point through, a second off this other guy who's meant to be your what do you call it when you got a mentor the other way around?
Protege.
Yeah, his protege.
Your punching bag.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to feel sorry for the guy. That's all I can say.
I don't.
I don't either, Nacho.
Yeah. Oh, look, you have to feel sorry for him as a human. Like, he thought he had it and he got taught a lesson and he's learning the lesson in a really public, hard way. You know, he really is.
You can't feel sorry for F1 drivers, man. Like they're like millionaires. Like all of them think they should be champion of the world, you know, like.
But I'll ask you this. Let's say, let's think of this. Let's say George never wins the championship, which I think possibly could be on the cards now because Antonelli and him are both in Mercedes together. If that happens, how are we going to remember George? We're going to remember George
as
by
Bottas.
that. He's going to remember, not as Bottas. No, that's not as bad as that, but maybe worse, that he got beaten by pretty much a rookie and that rookie owned him. And that's how we're not going to remember that he did his time 3 years at Williams. He beat Hamilton for a couple of years in a row.
He did.
No,
what are you going to remember?
We're going to
remember Antonelli.
You'll remember George being beaten by the greatest of all time because in 10-year time, Antonelli will have nine wins and we're going to be like, he never had a chance.
Well, Nacho, were you in that episode where we guessed how many wins Antonelli was going to have in his career?
It was Andrew. Yeah.
Andrew, now, do you want to put in your guess now, Nacho? We'll have to get AI to pull this up because we put this up at the beginning of his career. we predicted how many wins we were going to get. I think Andrew said 20-something. He's probably going to get there next year.
I said 100.
No,
I said 100 wins over his career.
I said 50-something, I think.
You said 50 and Andrew said 20.
What's Max is the one that has the most, right?
No, Hamilton.
Okay.
Hamilton.
How many?
104 or something?
Yeah.
I think he can get a good 70.
Okay.
But actually, no, even more. Like Hamilton, at what age he started winning?
Young 20s.
Hamilton.
Kimi is like 17.
18, 19.
No,
Yeah.
he's 19. He's 19 now.
He's 19. Yeah.
Like he's already has 5 wins under him.
Yeah. And should have had maybe 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know he will always be in the fastest car now, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. For the next 5 or 6 years, he will have the choice of the top 4 teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then
what happened in Barcelona?
So what's Nacho's number? Let's hear the number first.
I said like 775 maybe.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
Why didn't he finish in Barcelona? What happened there?
Sorry, we'll see. Like in what, like 20 years?
Yeah.
If we continue,
I think we'll see in about 3 or 4. I think he had. Was that the engine blow one when he was leading? Was that Barcelona?
Yeah,
that was the one the Hamilton one. Yeah.
Oh, that was also sad. I'm so sad. This is so sad.
Yeah. See, he could be leading. So he's had 2 engine failures where he arguably would have won those races.
Yeah.
So he could be leading this championship by 50 points.
Plus whatever he's got now.
Plus whatever he's got now.
You got to think of what George didn't earn 0, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. All right. Well, next race is Belgium.
Yeah, one of my favourites. I like Silverstone too, but Belgium I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. So this is Spa, right? No.
Yes.
So this is this is Oscar's favourite track. So we'll see what happens there.
It's gonna be interesting, right? Like Spa has like that long ass straight.
I think it's gonna be a lot.
It's almost like Monza-esque, in terms of like power starved cars.
But this is the track that they're most worried about because that's Eau Rouge, right? Is that the big famous Eau Rouge corner? That's the one they're worried about. That they're worried that the Eau Rouge is going to become a charging station corner.
Yeah.
So that's the concern. That's the concern everyone has. So let's see. They're going to ban all talk of yo-yo or charging because they don't want anyone to realize what's going on. But we'll see. We'll see ourselves.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. All right. Well, that was good chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, guys, for having me again.
No worries. I'm glad you could fanboy over Antonelli and
yes.
At least
and maybe next time I come, he's already a champion. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The good thing about I haven't really had that real strong following feeling since Piastri last year.
Yeah.
Prior to that, it's been like decades. So it must feel good to have a driver you like. As I don't really.
Join the Kimi
not
train.
Inspiring me now.
Join the Kimi train. He's nice.
He's good.
He's gonna. If you join the Kimi, you can say, "Oh, I backed him from the beginning."
Yeah.
Like you'll be like in 10 years' time, like, "Oh yes, Kimi." I was like, well, Luigi, I remember you didn't back him.
You can't, Louis. You can't stop on fanboying on Prost. Come on.
Yeah, but he's retired about 1 million years ago.
Yeah, you've got to update that. You got to get a new person in there.
I mean, Piastri was my big hope. He really was, and now he's gone to sleep. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, it shouldn't matter. I'm pretty sure you were still fanboying on Prost when he went to sleep.
Yeah, but he's not driving.
Okay.
You got to be driving. Let's see. I'll digest, see if I can find someone to fall in love with.
Okay. I know it's not going to be Stroll. Okay.
No. Okay.
We're done.
Bye, everyone. See ya.
See ya. Bye. Bye.